Hey guys, so we are going to do, don't mind, it has been raining for a week now, probably a week, off and on for like a week. So I've like been in and out of the garden. When the sky is clear, I get to do, one or two things here and there. But I just want you to see what it looks like right now, because I did a tour not too long ago and everything looked, it's looking great. It looks okay now, but it is moist out here. There is a lot of water, and I just want to show you guys kind of like a quick micro mini tour. So we're going to do a quick walkthrough. So here's what it looks like coming out of the back door. We have just water pooled here. Water always pools right here. I need to get some stone to the stone won't absorb any water, but it won't be muddy here. But anyways, that water fills up this sidewalk here. You can see where it kind of gets dry down there. So like our gutters are full, so they're pouring over, and then the water's all just kind of staying right here. Let's walk this back way. Everything is wet. There's fungus, everywhere, and mushroom, fungus is mushrooms. It's just all over. I got these 3 Vego tomato planters planted. I did 4 plants in each. So they've got a pepper, an herb, a squash, and a tomato. And I did not film that. My tower here. I know the little tray down here is full of water. I mean, it's been watering for days, or raining for days straight. My towers also are just filthy from the rain splatter. Everything is just dirty from the rain. Look at that. And just side note, my chickens, you do not smell them unless we have heavy days of rain like we've been having. That moistens up their substrate, and then you will get a smell. Now, it's not like it's gonna waft through the neighborhood, but I have a very good sense of smell, and I can, anytime I start feeling like there's a whiff of something, I'll go and get some mulch, some free mulch, and then fill their, space back up. But because of all the rain, they're kind of downhill. The rain has been pushing their mulch substrate over here to this corner here, and it's been a mess out here. But anyway, so let's turn this way. It is sopping wet over here, just wet. My cart is full of water. I had some potting soil in here that I was doing, and it is just flooded. Wet, soggy water here where I was working on that edge is just soaked. Water here. I know the plants are happy, and this, obviously this is all beneficial to the earth, but it is just so incredibly soggy out here. I don't think we've had rain like this long of a span of rain in a long time, not that I can remember. I planted my muscadine grape right here. The plan is to have the grape trail along this short fencing that I have, and I'll take it all the way around because this fencing goes all over here. So we'll take vines to go this way and vines can go that way, and we'll just keep clipping it to the fencing as it grows. I got my peach tree is planted, looking great. It's been planted for a while now. Let's go up this way. It is just, and it's humid too and muggy. That's the other thing. It's just like so moist out here. My tree is just weighed down from all the rain. It is beautiful though. Let me show you guys the mess that I have going down here, because I started pulling pots that I'm gonna fill out the garage. So we've got just pots. We've got our seedlings that we've been planting. I've probably planted over about probably 500 plus seedlings. So this is just what's left of, of everything. So we've got some trays. Let me just show you, just for example, like all of the trays that, so we've got all of these trays that were full of plants, all of these containers that were full of plants, containers and trays just full of plants that I have already planted. They're just empty. Trays and containers, just everything. There's a toad, look. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. I'm glad I didn't step on him. Hi, Bubs. He's so cute. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. We'll leave him alone. He'll probably hop away somewhere. But we have a few things still to go. And I say few, but there's still a lot to do. So I still need to take this old stuff out from last year and then plant new stuff in. This needs to get planted with something. This container needs something in it. This needs something. All of the proven winners, perennials they sent, still need to get planted. There's just so much. For as much as I've already done, there's still so much to do. So I pulled out my petunias. Those are gonna get trimmed back, pinched back. Stuff over here, oh my gosh. And then I've got all my cannas. This isn't even all, is this all of them? There's still some plants in this greenhouse over here that I need to pull out so that it can get planted, but cannas, elephant ears are sitting here. Stuff in trays here, dahlias, petunias right there that need to get trimmed and planted. Let me see. My pond is over full here. It's like right at the edge. But I have been working and getting some things done. We harvested some radishes and pickled those, and they're freaking delicious. I moved a lot of my house plants outside into the greenhouse. Oh, at least my anthuriums mainly. I have a few indoors that I will be bringing out here. I just ordered some beneficial bugs for my anthuriums because if you've watched my videos, I've been struggling with thrips all winter with these guys. So I'm hoping to have some beneficials to release in here and to help, because I can't do another winter fighting bugs. I mean, my plants looked awful all winter long. So yeah, it's just been difficult. Also, I ordered my quail that are going to go into my quail run back here. The quail run is almost done. So one thing that I want to do is get some cinder blocks to go around and just kind of add one more layer of security. And then I want to get like some white lattice to kind of make it look a little cutesy in the front. I want to do lattice, and then also it'll provide a little bit of a block from the dogs looking in at the quail. I don't want to scare them too much. So I'd like them to have a little bit of privacy, just so the dogs just aren't staring at them like they are, you know, a little morsel. But from the website, I ordered from My Shire Farms again, where I bought my hatching eggs last year. So if you watched any of my videos from last year, you know I had quail, and the way that I kept quail last year was overwhelming to me. Let's look at that frog again. So I ended up rehoming all of the quail at the end of this year, well, like August, September-ish. And then I decided that if I did do quail again, I would do it differently, because before I had a wooden raised bed here, and I had created like a little enclosure for them. That was so hard for me to maintain and keep clean. So this is going to be much better because, one, there's more space. I'll have more of an opportunity for them to have a kind of like a composting ecosystem in there, like how I do the chickens. And I provide them with mulch and leaves and things, and they break it down and we can use it in the garden. I want that same sort of setup for the quail, and that's what I'm going for. So I ordered 10 hens. They'll be between 4 and 6 weeks old, and I believe they'll be shipped out between 1 and 2 weeks. Hopefully, you know, hopefully they won't ship sooner. And I say that because I want to make sure that I get my cinder blocks and everything else done prior to. I have some hides that I want to put in there. You know, like I'm not done kind of decorating yet, but I'm like, I got the stuff. So yeah. So anyways, that is what's going on. This is just a short tour, and I just wanted to show you guys. Oh, let me show you in here with my I moved my house plants, some house plants, into the screened-in porch. So here's what this looks like. Got a lot of plants in here. They look really good. And then over there, yeah. So things are looking good out here. Got some plants hanging up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Quick little tour. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what's going on around here, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.